Today is the day we have been waiting for. The brand new second generation interactive wands are now available. I've never actually owned a wand, so I bought one. I've never cast any spells before, so I'm probably not any good at it, but I have heard that all of the spells have gotten a little bit of an update, and we have 5 new spells. This has got like all new features, so let's go have a seat, open it up, figure out what's going on, and I'll go figure out if I'm a wizard. There are 4 wands for the second generation. I picked this one, which is green. I assume this is the Slytherin one. It kind of looks like all of them could be kind of connected to a house, but that could just totally be the muggle in me seeing things. But I got the green one. All right, let's get the app and connect it. I'm trying to see. I never got one of these. This is kind of fun. The map is here in the little pocket in the box. That's nice, so then if people open them, they aren't dropping the maps. Ooh, what is this? All right, oh, we got some directions here. Oh. Where to cast spells, how to cast spells. This is the most exciting moment for me. We have the new maps for the wands, and Ministry of Magic is on here. See, those people are screaming with excitement too. Okay, this isn't the greatest photo, but the new map has Ministry of Magic. Here you can see a screenshot of me linking my wand through the app. So you'll need to have the Universal Orlando app, and this is done through the Universal Play section. When you go to things to do, if you click on any of the Wizarding World options, it'll be towards the bottom of the page. Then you'll just click Universal Play, and you'll be able to link your wand here. I linked my wand by scanning the code on the back of the box. So basically, you'll want to make sure you don't lose your box. I did hear that if you didn't have the box, you could hold your wand up to the phone and it'll pair that way. So there is another option if you don't have a box, but it seems like the easiest is to just scan the back of the box. You can customize your profile with your name, your Hogwarts House, and your Patronus charm. There are a few other little things that you can change here, and it's very easy to go in and adjust it if you don't like what you've chosen. I just couldn't think of a name off the top of my head, so I just went with Annie Wilson. But it's pretty easy that I can go in there and change it at any time. There are a lot of different icons to choose from. There are not as many Patronus charms, but there's a cat, there's a dog, there's a dolphin. There are a few different options, and this is going to appear later on when you're casting a spell in Nocturne Alley. While casting spells, you have the opportunity to earn house points. And every day, all of the house points will be totaled, and one house will win the house cup. So while I'm casting spells, I will be earning points for Slytherin. There's a way to check your score compared to other people, as well as check the leaderboard and see which house is winning for the day. Yesterday was the first day, and Slytherin won at the very end of the day. So congratulations to all the Slytherins. You can also follow your friends or just strangers, apparently, because it allows you to type in any name and follow them, but there is no notification that you're following someone. So, if you decide to follow Annie Wilson, I'll never know. You can follow up to 99 people, it looks like. So you can also, work with your friends and see how you guys rank up compared to each other. It's kind of cool. It's very similar to VillainCon, if you've ever played VillainCon, where you can see the leaderboard in the app, and at the end of the ride, you can follow your friends there. Same kind of thing here. All of the existing spells have gotten a little bit of an update, and there are 5 new spells. There are 2 in Hogsmeade and 3 in Diagon Alley. 2 of the big spells that are new spells are only accessible with the 2nd generation wands. So just be aware that you'll need the newer wands to do some of these new spells. The app also lets you go on adventures. So depending on which park you're in, you can select the park and then choose your adventure. Completing certain adventures will unlock even more. There are also some spells that require you to go on adventures first before you can do those spells. So we could not do the dueling dummy, or we could not do the spell in Nocturne Alley without completing one of the adventures first. When I purchased the wand, I asked them if there was a way to unlink it, and they said yes. You have to see a team member with a tablet to do it. And just so you know, the tablets are hidden inside spell books. So basically, if you see a team member with a book, they're the ones that would be able to help you unlink it. I don't know how difficult it is, so I don't think I'd really suggest like doing it very often, but it's an option that's out there. For me, I was thinking I was going to buy it to make this video, and then I would probably never touch it again, so maybe I would just give it away if I could unlink it. But after spending the day using it, I fell in love with it, and I have no intention of getting rid of it. I'm also really looking forward to the new spells at Epic, because the new spells that were added here at these parks that are currently open are so over the top. I can't even believe it. The dueling dummy that comes to life that you duel with, it's so much more advanced than the other spells that are around in the area. And in Nocturne Alley, casting my Patronus was just, it looks incredible. The Dementor down in the alley, and you're casting your Patronus, and my cat was going at the Dementor. It looked so good. I can't even explain. It just was phenomenal. And to think that more of these types of spells that are more advanced will be in Epic Universe, I'm really excited. So again, I'm not getting rid of my wand. I'm definitely keeping it because I want to do the spells at Epic Universe. And just a few questions you might be wondering. They do not need any charge. You don't need to charge them up. There's no cable, there's no plug. They do have a battery. I don't know how long the battery life is, but there are directions inside the box that should tell you how to change battery. And if you look at the bottom of the wand, you'll see the little like indent where you could probably put a screwdriver to open it up and put a battery. They're not very heavy. They're pretty light, actually. One of the new features is that they light up and they vibrate. So when you're casting spells, you'll feel the spell and you'll see the tip of your wand light up. And depending on the spells, they light up different colors. And the vibration is really kind of a good way of knowing that you did the spell. There were a few times that I think I accidentally set off the spell instead of someone else, because I was standing in line and my wand lit up and vibrated and the spell went off. And I think it was me that did it accidentally. There was also a time where I was waving my wand. It didn't vibrate, it didn't light up, but the spell went off. And I think somebody else behind me might have set it off. So that's going to bring me to where I think that, there's it's brand new and it's new technology. I think it worked pretty good for the first day. Not pretty good. Let's just say great. I'm going to say great because I was really blown away. We did have one of the new spells that was jinxed briefly, but the text came over and fixed it and we were able to go up and do it. So that was great. It was the new pixies, the pixies in the window by the owl post. So there's like the little things flying in the window and you are using your wand to basically, hit them with your spell. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Some of these spells were easier to do than others. We had a few locations where we struggled. And that just may be because the cameras aren't pointed the right way, or maybe the lineup isn't correct. So I think those are things that are going to work themselves out. But overall, it was easy to do. like I said, a few windows we had to stand there for a while and try over and over. One thing that I don't think was explained as well that we learned after a few times is that there are spells on spells. So we cast one spell. For example, next to Honeydukes, I cast a spell, and then the chocolate frog card in the back showed Salazar Slytherin because I am a Slytherin. But there's a small book to the side, and then the book will show a second spell. And when you do the second spell, the box opens and shows the chocolate frog. So the window actually has two spells. We didn't realize this, so we had to go back and do a few of the spells again. One of them was the window in Hogsmeade. We didn't realize the book was kind of behind the plants. So we were casting the first spell and not the second one, which was not allowing us to proceed in the adventure. So when you select an adventure, it will send you around to different windows to cast different spells. And we were not figuring out why we were not able to get by to the next step. And it was because we weren't finishing the spell because we didn't realize there was a second spell in the window. So once we figured that out, it was great. And again, even more fun because you're casting one spell and then you're watching the book and waiting for it to tell you the second spell to do something else. So spells on spells makes it even better. And I think a lot of this is, again, just the second generation wands, because I don't think the first generation will activate the book in the window. I've never had a wand before, and I think I've only ever done one spell, and I had a hard time with it. So I wasn't really sure how difficult this was going to be. Luckily, these new wands seem to be a bit easier to use. There's also a way to go in the app and make them even easier. So if you have little ones, go in and fix that so that they have an easy time casting spells. They're $85 before discount, so it is a bit pricey, but I really thought it was so much more fun, especially with the app. Having the app guide me and tell me where to go made it feel better than just walking up to a window, waiting in line and casting a spell and moving on. I thought this felt like I was actually doing something and I had like a point and a purpose and some direction. So I enjoyed that. If you're familiar with the Bowser Key Challenge out at Universal Studios Hollywood, at Super Nintendo World, and probably soon to be at Epic Universe, you have to complete and collect 3 keys from the different games before you can do the final task. This is very similar. You have to complete certain adventures before you can duel with the dummy or before you can encounter the Dementor in Nocturne Alley. That, you know, some people I think are going to not like that because, like, for us, we wanted to try all the new spells first and we couldn't try the new spell until we did some of the other ones, which again was fun, so not a big deal, but I wonder how many people are going to kind of be disappointed they can't just walk up and do, you know, the 2, you know, boss spells, if you will. They want to do the boss battles. I think it's fun though. I love that. I love that it gives like a purpose. And for those that go to Universal that don't ride rides, this just, you know, breathed new life into something that was already in existence. All the old spells are upgraded as well. So there's just different effects, different lights, just little different touches. So it really makes it a whole new experience, even if you've already done wand magic before. As something brand new to me, I just look at it as something so enjoyable that I would bring this wand whenever I go to the parks just to, you know, play around a little bit. And as I mentioned, there are a lot of people that go to the parks and don't do rides. Whether you can't do rides or you don't like rides, this gives you something that could spend an entire day doing. I spent an entire day there and I didn't even do all the spells. So there is still a lot more for me to go back and check out. I'm looking forward to that. And I like just being able to look at the app and see where I'm ranking, because I'm very competitive. So being like, oh yeah, I'm, number 50 on the board. At least I'm in the top 100. And seeing my house win the cup for the first day was a lot of fun. If you're skeptical, I definitely recommend it. I was really skeptical, I'm not gonna lie. I did not think that this was going to be something that I really loved, and I had so much fun. I think you guys will have so much fun doing this too. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I answered all your questions. And if you have any questions that I didn't answer about the second generation wands, let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.